Welcome to Chamber Today. This month our focus will be on the holiday events in the community and how we as local businesses have a role in the festivities. So sit back and enjoy Chamber Today. Hi, I'm Aaron Stern, a local business owner and a member of the Spanish Fork and Salem Area Chamber of Commerce. Our focus this month is on some of the holiday events in our community and the ways that we can serve those in need. First, we've sent Nicole Hammond to the Nebo School District to learn more about the Nebo Pantry.
Hi, today I am here with
Monica Hollinger, and we are with the Nebo Pantry.
What does the Nebo Pantry do?
The Nebo Pantry takes donations and collections from the community to take care of our McKinney-Vento kids, which are our homeless kids, as well as other families that are in need. And those donations can range from anything from food to clothing items, coats, socks, underwear, hygiene products that we can share with the kids in our district to take care of their needs and the family's needs.
Okay. So if somebody is in need of your services, what would they need to do to get a hold of you?
So basically the kids can contact their school counselors, and then the school counselors will talk to the social workers and they decide what the family needs. We reach out to the parents to see, maybe there are additional needs besides just like those basic underwear and sock needs. Maybe we're having a housing issue or more food issues that we can connect them with the community resources that are out there to take care of them.
That's great.
Yeah.
If somebody would like to donate either money or items, what do they need to do?
They can contact us here at Landmark High School, or they can contact Nebo Foundation, and donations can be made either way. But we are open for business, and with COVID, that's kind of hit us hard because for a while we couldn't take donations in. And so we're trying to play catch up. We've got the holidays season coming in and lots of families' needs. So we are open, make contact with us. You can contact Monica Hollinger at Landmark High School, or even just call, and we will take whatever you have to take care of our families. So,
is there anything in particular that you're looking for donation-wise this holiday season?
I know that we are looking for food packs, which is kind of our backpack program. We call it easy food that kids can do themselves with the microwave. Like if they had nothing else except a microwave, they could cook it. So like Easy Mac, the fruit squeezies, fruit snacks, crackers, things that we can put in a Ziploc, put it in their backpack. Other kids don't ask questions why that's going on. They can take it home and then they're taken care of for the weekend. So we're always looking for that. Socks and underwears are a major luxury item, and we would love that in all assortments of sizes. Okay. And don't forget our big kids, because we know princess panties are fun and cute, but we need big kids underwear too, boys and girls. So we would love that. And shampoo and hygiene items are always in need. So, but we're open. If there's something that you feel a desire to, bring and donate, we want to help our families with it, because maybe we're overlooking things.
Okay. So are you looking for lightly used or brand new items?
It's easier to do new items because when kids come in, they want to feel like they're getting something new and exciting and it's their own. Okay. And so if it could be new, that would be wonderful, for the kids. So if you do have slightly used, we refer to Tabitha's Way, or you can do Deseret Industries that's there in Springville, and they can help us, and we partner with them as well. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good to know. So how many families do you serve?
So we do account for our McKinney-Vento the 1st of October. Okay. We ran our numbers, and we're looking at about anywhere from like 1,100 to 1,200 students that qualify under that federal guidelines. Okay. But in addition to those students, we have a lot of families that are struggling. So we take care of not just our homeless kids, it's families that are in need. Maybe dad lost his job, or there's been medical bills that have taken the family income to get back on their feet. And so when there's a need, we want to help all of our families. So with a student body of 32,000 students, if we need to take care of all of them, we would do our best to do that. But we service at least 1,200, if not more than that, through the year. So some of the other items that we are in need of is like fruit snacks, things that the kids can easily eat, crackers, beef jerky, because they're hungry. So we get a lot of calls from the schools where we have kids that are hungry, and even though they've had school lunch, how do we take care of those hunger pains so they can focus on math and English and all the other things that they're trying to learn. Another thing is the underclothing. It's hard to buy those things for like our young ladies, and so gift cards are great to Walmart because then they can go and pick the right size and the things that they feel comfortable in. So we're always open for that too.
Are you open for holidays only, or is this a year-round?
We are open year-round. Even in the summer when we're not teaching kids, we have families that are in need, and so we take donations year-round, and we service families year-round with the items that we have in the pantry. So we're open all the time.
Thank you so much for chatting with us today and letting everyone know what the Nebo Pantry is all about. And
yes, thank you so much for coming and highlighting us. We appreciate it. And Merry Christmas to everybody.
Hi, today we are here at Landmark High School, and I have Lana here with us. Will you introduce us and kind of tell us what you do here at Nebo School District?
Well, I'm Lana Hiskey, and I'm the Executive Director of the Nebo Education Foundation. And our foundation was set up clear back in 1994 to help students of Nebo School District. We have 46 schools, and in those schools we have lots of needs. And so the foundation was set up to help those individuals. Today, we're talking about our Nebo Pantry and our Sub for Santa program. And so the foundation is a vehicle for people to be able to donate to. Then in turn, we take those funds and help students in various ways.
So what does that mean? How can you help the students?
So actually, we love to get donations like coats and shoes and underwear and deodorant, those types of things. And then our Nebo Pantry puts those together, and then students can come and pick those up in backpacks so that they're, not visual, so that no one knows what's going on, but they get to take those things home. Another great way to have donations is cash or checks, or to go online with a credit card and donate funding, because those funds then they can go shop with a social worker and be able to get some Christmas items that they really need this time of year.
That's great. And then since it's a foundation, it's a tax write-off. So if you want your business to donate, it's a tax write-off, correct?
Perfect. That's awesome, Nicole. Yes, it's a 501c3, and it's a great write-off for businesses, especially those businesses that like to donate significantly. We take any donation, even $25, but the $1,000 donations are awesome as well. Recently, we had a nice donation come in from Bill Summers at Macy's, and they donated over $7,000 to our pantry needs. So these are food items, and what's great about that is his customers would round up to the nearest dollar, and then that change came back to the foundation, and now we're able to provide meals for students.
Wow.
Weekend meals, night meals, so it's been awesome.
So I hear you're having a Thanksgiving dinner for your students?
Do you know what's awesome about that is the Chamber as well as Rotary have band together with Tabitha's Way, and we've been able to provide a full Thanksgiving dinner, so turkey and all the fixings. There were pies and salad and stuffing and potatoes, and those went out to families this weekend so that they can turn around and have Thanksgiving dinner in a couple of days.
That's awesome. So who are the students that you're serving?
It's interesting because we really think that everyone around us is doing fine, but there are many students that are not, and they're called McKinney-Vento, and we have a tracking system, and oftentimes these are students who they can be labeled as like homeless, but they usually live in another person's home for a time being. And what's very sad about this is it's usually because maybe their father's lost work, maybe their mother's gotten sick and can't work, and so all of a sudden they find themselves in this dire need to meet their bills, food. We've even had requests come in to turn on power or to pay for a gas bill at a city, and we're able to help and do that for these families, and just to get them back on their feet again so that then they can go back to work when they're healthy and when they can, get back into a normal swing of things. So we're hoping that this just helps them get that jump that they need, and then they can come back and be contributing citizens.
Perfect. And this is for all students of Nebo School District.
We have the 46 schools, and it's for all students in need. You know, one thing that is hard to see as an educator is when, through no fault of their own, students are hungry, or they're embarrassed because they don't have the right shoes, or they don't have a coat for the winter. And with this incredible program, through the Nebo Pantry and through all of these businesses that continue to donate, these students don't have to feel less than anyone else, because they're not.
So the Nebo Pantry, is that the same thing as the Dragon Pantry?
Oh, that's a great question, Nicole. So we did start out with a Dragon Pantry, and then we realized when people were donating, they said, oh, is this just going to Landmark High School? It's not. It's an incredible district-wide program, and so we're trying to transition a little bit. So Nebo Pantry, so it's all from Goshen, Genola, all the way north to Springville.
So if somebody would like to donate, how do they go about doing that?
That's a great question. So they can send a check to Nebo Education Foundation, 350 South Main Street, Spanish Fork, Utah, 84660, or better yet, they can go online and use a credit card, and that's www.nebo.edu/foundation, and they can go through and you can specify where you want it to go, what you want it to go to, and this is a great time to be giving.
Yes. Well, thank you, Lana, so much for chatting with us today and talking about the foundation.
Thank you for coming. You know, we really couldn't do this without all the businesses, individuals that donate. And so thank you to the many businesses that have already donated. Thank you to the Chamber as well as Rotary that's gone above and beyond, and Tabitha's Way. There's just so many to thank. Thank you so much.
Next, Nicole visits with Lillian at Tabitha's Way.
Today I am at Tabitha's Way, and would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, I am Lillian Kump, and I oversee operations here at the South Pantry.
Perfect. Can you tell us a little bit about Tabitha's Way and what you guys do?
So we are a local food pantry, and we offer temporary emergency food assistance for those that are struggling. Usually clients that we serve are the working class. A lot of them have 2 to 3 jobs. Misconception is people think we're feeding homeless. It's only about 2% that are homeless, and the rest are usually neighbors that you see every day, just don't realize that they're going through a tough time.
So if someone is in need of your services, what do they need to do?
They need to come with a picture ID and something that has their current address on it. So if it's, that could be like a phone bill or utility bill. And that's really all that they need.
So during the holidays, you guys must be pretty busy. Is there certain things that you need during this holiday season?
So we are always in need of volunteers. We do ask that they go to our website to sign up through our Sign Up Genius link. If we have too many volunteers on any particular day, it could actually not be a good experience because they don't have enough to do. So we do encourage to not just show up. We want you to sign up on our website. And then also, we are always in need of donations. One of the things that we're always out of are hygiene products, the larger diaper sizes, like 5 and 6 for children, and wipes, in addition to the items, the staple items that we put in our dry food boxes, which is like dry pasta, rice, tomato sauce. Any of those kind of canned items or baking items are items that we're always low on.
Is there any events or anything that you're doing for the community during the month of December?
We do. We are doing a Christmas basket event, which is December 18th. And we do have a sign up for those that are in need of that. And that sign up, they can either call in and ask to be put on the list, and they will get a text reminder on the day of the event and when to show up. And then we also have stockings that people can stuff. If they want to bring a little cheer to families in need, they can just sign up and maybe say do 25 stockings full of some nice little goodies that we give to the children that are coming through the pantry.
Okay, so people would sign up for the stockings through your website and then come here and pick up a stocking?
So yes, if there's a family that would like to do a project from home, they can go and purchase the supplies to fill a stocking and then bring it in, and we would hand that out through our drive-through service.
Perfect. So I noticed outside you guys have a beautiful mural. What can you tell us about it?
So we had a graphic design capstone project from UVU. These students came and asked us if there was something cool that they could do for us, and since we had this wall space to use, they created it as a thank you for us, for our community, because this really is a community involved pantry. Without the community, we wouldn't be able to help all the people that we do, and so that's why you see a little bit of a representation of the rodeo. You can see there's a big love more. That's kind of one of our mottos, is showing love for our people in need, and then also showing love for our community for all that they've done to help us be as successful as we have.
Nice. So if somebody would like to donate food, do you have drop boxes?
We do have donation bins that are outside on the north side of our property. It's out in front of our warehouse, and those are usually out from about 8:30 a.m. to about 5 to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. So that's always out. So we don't have to be here present to be able to receive those food donations. And we also have them out Tuesday evening as late as, I think, 8 p.m. That's when we also have service that evening. So if you have a food drive that you want to sign up for, that can also be through our website, or people, if it's just personal donations, they can just drop that off anytime.
So what type of items can be donated in those bins?
Anything that is non-perishable, which would be canned items, boxed dinners, anything that does not need to be in a refrigerator or a freezer.
And then you have bins all throughout Utah County, some down in Nephi for clothes. Will you talk a little bit about that?
So the clothing aspect of our program is for all the clothing that gets donated, we resell that to a third party, and then those funds come back to the pantry to help us with our costs here, which is paying for fuel to go pick up our grocery rescue donations or purchasing food that we're low on. And then also, if we do have people that come and ask for help with clothing, we do have DI clothing vouchers available so that they can still, people in need of clothing can still get that. It's just not through those bins.
Okay. So this service must take a lot of support, not only from the community, but is there any businesses that support you guys?
Yes, we have quite a few businesses that help us, some on a daily basis, some just occasionally throughout the year. So we would love to give a shout out to Macy's, Stokes, the Rotary Clubs, all of our local grocery stores, including Walmart, and even some of our local restaurants such as Olive Garden and Chick-fil-A and Pizza Hut. And there's just so many more that we could shout out a thank you to, because there's just so many companies that have us in their heart, and we really appreciate all the help that they give us. I just want to say thank you to everyone in our community that helps Tabitha's Way just be able to help all of our family and friends that are in need in our community. It really does take a lot of hands to be able to make this work happen, and we just want to say thank you and happy holidays, and we appreciate your support.
Well, thank you for letting us come out today, and thank you for all you do at Tabitha's Way.
Thanks, Monica and Lana, for the great work that Nebo Pantry provides for our school kids and families. Also, thanks to the entire crew and volunteers at Tabitha's Way for the much-needed support they provide. Coming up next on Chambered Today, we'll learn more about the Shop with a Cop program. Stay with us. Welcome back to Chambered Today. Spanish Fork has been the host of one event that partners local police officers with those children in the area that might not receive a real Christmas experience. And this event has become a favorite of officers and volunteers alike. Nicole visits with Lieutenant Matt Johnson of the Spanish Fork Police Department for the details.
Well, thank you, Lieutenant Johnson, for joining us today. Can you give us a little history about Shop with a Cop?
Yes, this will be our 31st year since Shop with a Cop started in Spanish Fork in 1990 at the Kmart in town here, and now we're holding it at Walmart. And last year we did not get to have our traditional Shop with a Cop due to COVID, but we still took gift cards around to children in need.
So who does this benefit? Who does Shop with a Cop benefit?
The local school districts throughout the county work with Kids Cause, and they line up the names of some children that they think that this program would benefit. So we this year we have about 125 children and officers lined up for our annual shopping event.
Can you kind of take us through the day?
The children meet at Walmart at 6 in the morning with the officers. They're paired up, and then we travel through the Festival of Lights here in Spanish Fork, and then we stop at a local school where breakfast is provided by a local family here, and then once breakfast is completed, we travel back to Walmart for the shopping event.
So when you're traveling with Shop with a Cop, is there anything special about that?
Yes, every emergency vehicle have their emergency lights activated, as well as the sirens. The children, they really get a kick out of changing the pitch tones of the siren, and usually we try to inform the community a few days in advance that there's going to be 125 police cars with the sirens going at 6 in the morning, so we want to make the public aware of that.
Perfect. So there's 125 officers that participate. Where do they all come from?
Yes, every officer in Utah County comes from different agencies, so every agency in the county, they send officers over to participate in the event, as well as Highway Patrol, Adult Probation and Parole. And in years past, we've had Juab County Sheriff's Office and Nephi City Police as well.
Nice. What could kids expect when they head into Walmart that day?
We give a $175 card to each child to spend. They travel through the store and they pick out gifts for themselves, but a lot of the children pick out gifts for their family members. It's really touching to see them pick out clothing or something for their siblings or their parents, and it just brings the Christmas spirit to you when you watch them travel through the store and do their shopping.
So why the name Shop with the Cop?
Well, it's a great program because it gets the children involved with law enforcement, and they get to see police officers in a friendly manner, where sometimes they've had interaction with law enforcement that it could have been a traumatic event. And this way it's on a positive note that the officers and them can become good friends and have a great experience during the Christmas holiday.
So what is the response from the officers? What are their feelings that they get from this experience?
This is a program that they look forward to every year. Throughout my years, I've seen the same officers there time and time again. And some of us that are on the committee, there are several that started this program back in 1990. Some of those individuals have since retired from law enforcement, but they still continue to be on the Shop with the Cop committee because they feel that it's a very worthwhile event. And the officers, they just love the interaction that they get and the positive aspect that they can have in someone's life.
So why is this hosted in Spanish Fork? What makes Spanish Fork so special?
So in 1990, when the program began, it was originally held at Kmart. And some of the members on the committee, they worked at Kmart on a part-time basis. And then Kmart, they threw some financial backing behind the Shop with the Cop program, and it was very supportive with the program. And then once Kmart closed, Walmart approached us and advised that they were interested in assisting with our program. And then we have the Festival of Lights here, which is a great thing that we can go to and share the Christmas spirit with the kids. So that's one reason why we still hold it here in Spanish Fork. And then the family that donates the breakfast, they're a local family here, and they really enjoy doing that and throwing their support behind the program. So we don't have any plans of changing it out of Spanish Fork.
We love it here. Perfect.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you for everything you do with Shop with the Cop.
Thank you.
Next, we sent Nicole to Walmart for more of the story.
Hey, today we are at Walmart with Becca. She is the store manager, and we're here to talk about Shop with the Cop. So how long has this Walmart been participating in the local Shop with the Cop program?
Ever since the store opened 7 years ago, we've been able to participate and donate and help us shop with a cop.
How does Walmart corporate get involved? How does that work?
Corporate allows us to have a budget every year to where we have money that we can designate and donate out to the community. So we've been able to take advantage of that and utilize some of that money towards Shop with a Cop. And every year we've been able to give a donation. Last year it was $5,000 to be able to support that program to enable Shop with a Cop to be able to do what it does.
From the perspective of your team members, what does this event mean to them?
They look forward to it all year long, and they want to know exactly what's happening, how they can participate, how they can come in and volunteer, and how they can donate their time, and what they can do to help support the program. And then they all just want to come here to be a part of it and to see it happening.
What does Shop with a Cop, what does that program mean to you?
Walmart's my second family. I spend more time with them than anywhere else, and so to be able to really do something good and be involved in the community and give back and see these kids and these officers and what they do, it's heartwarming to be able to serve and to give back, and not just to have a business here, but to do something that really truly makes a difference, not just for that day, but long term as well.
So do you have any specific stories or anything you can share about your experience either with the cops or the children?
There's so many to recollect, but I just remember being able to stand back and watch the officers, and you could see the tears in their eyes because it impacted them as well as the kids. But then it's so cute to watch the kids. They get excited, and the first people they go to their list, so many of them are their mom. They'll go and they're looking for their mom or their sister or their brother and their siblings, and they're worried about other people. And that's really the biggest thing is to be able to see that, and just all the kids, every single one of them just walk. You can just stand back and watch them as they walk by, and they're just grinning from ear to ear, and they're so excited to be involved with the officers, and they just know it's such a special day and that they're able to give to others. So just watching each one of those kids just be able to walk by and do that, it's amazing.
Well, thank you, Becca, to you and your team in Walmart for helping our community and helping kids have a very Merry Christmas.
We are so excited to be a part of it, and I'm grateful you guys allow me, and they allow me to be a part of it in our store, because this is supplying memories that'll last a lifetime, and it's so great to be able to make a difference and help out.
Good. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
There are many events coming up on the Chamber calendar. Welcome again to Jesse Carden, this year's Chamber Chairman, with the details.
Thanks, Aaron. With the holidays in full swing, we have just a few events scheduled for December. On December 15th, there will be a ribbon cutting for the mural at Tabitha's Way. That's on the Chamber office's western wall. Be sure to come by and take a look. On December 16th, we'll be holding our noon networking lunch. Our Christmas luncheon is always a fun event. Ugly sweaters and white elephants will be the theme. For more information about these events, please visit our website at SpanishForkChamber.com, and that's your Chamber calendar.
Thanks, Jesse, and thanks to Nicole for the stories. Thanks to our many guests. Thanks also to the leadership of the Chamber of Commerce, Spanish Fork City, and Spanish Fork 17 for the support. We look forward to being with you again in the new year with a new edition of Chamber Today. Thanks for watching and supporting our local businesses. Remember to shop local.